everyone, welcome back to Go Local Live in the Navigant Credit Union Broadcast Center. Thank you for joining us. So would like to say hi to all of our soccer fans out there. So want to say hello and welcome. New England Revolution midfielder Scott Caldwell became the second homegrown field player in Major League Soccer history to record 10,000 regular season minutes, joining his teammate, just one other teammate, on May 6th to do so. Crazy. So Scott, yes. Thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate you coming in. 10,000 regular season minutes. What an accomplishment. I don't even want to know what your body feels like after playing 10,000 minutes. I feel like I have enough wear and tear on my body. But thank you so much for coming into the Navigant Credit Union studio. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Yeah, thanks for having me, Molly.
Of course. Yeah, definitely an exciting accomplishment. Just tell me a little bit about what it was like to rack up when you reached this milestone, because a big accomplishment.
Yeah, I mean, first I have to, thank the organization really for having me as a homegrown player. It's an excellent opportunity for young guys that grow up in the area and, have the ability to kind of train with the first team and eventually make their path themselves. So, it's a lot of minutes, and I'm just proud to play for the Revolution. And I'm happy that, I've reached there and hope to play a lot more.
Yeah, no kidding. A lot more. Tell me just a little bit about what it was like. You reached this accomplishment in Columbus. So, you've grown up around here. You're from Braintree and been playing with the Revs throughout the program. But you hit the mark in Columbus and didn't win. So that was kind of a bummer. That might have diminished it a little bit. But just tell me about that. When the organization said to you, hey, you're approaching this. Did you have it in the back of your mind? Did you know you were approaching this?
I didn't know really until a few weeks ago that I was close when Diego, my teammate, actually hit it. He was the first homegrown field player to hit that milestone. So I didn't really have any idea going into the season that this was a milestone that they're looking after. And but knowing the week before that it was going to happen in Columbus, I would have loved for it to happen in front of our supporters, our fans, and for it to be a better result. But I'm still proud of the moment and happy I could do it for the Revolution.
That's fantastic. Tell me a little bit about what it was like for you coming up through the Revolution program. Tell me a little bit about the academy and kind of how that's built you as a soccer player.
Yeah, so I was lucky enough to start with the academy in their first year of the program. Now it's built up quite a bit, and it's fully funded from the alliance of U12 teams, U13, U14, U16, U18. So there's plenty of opportunities for young players, fully funded again. And it's an excellent chance for players to really, have a great environment, first-class facilities where they can train, and if they get invited, they can train with the first team guys. So it's a great opportunity for them to have, really for anyone in the youth soccer landscape of the New England area.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah. U12, my goodness, what a dream, right? Can you imagine? And you were actually, the first captain of the Revolution's U18 team in 2008. You took home the MVP honors in 2015, just a few of the accomplishments. Tell me, looking back, in those academy days, did you ever think you'd be playing, starting for the Revolution, accomplishing this throughout the program?
No chance. I mean, growing up, I always dreamed of playing professionally, and especially for the Revolution, but I didn't really think I had a chance until my senior year of college, maybe. It's a different path than some guys take, being able to start professionally at a young age. For me, it was different, but, I dreamed of it, but never really thought it would happen like this, so I can't complain, though.
Yeah, pretty neat. What is it like for you? Tell me just a little bit about growing up playing soccer in New England. We all grew up, we all went to soccer tournaments, playing all over, parents putting in long hours, driving us around. Tell us just a little bit about growing up playing soccer in New England and then being able to play in front of people that coming and watching you play.
Oh, it's exactly that. I mean, I remember traveling all over the place with my siblings, my parents, because they all played. And like you said, it was a big deal for the parents. It was very. I'm very appreciative that mine were able to get me everywhere to go. I never missed a game or anything, and now being able to play professionally, it means so much. It's a great moment. So
it has to be pretty cool to pretty much be playing professional soccer in your backyard.
Yeah.
I mean, it's seriously your backyard, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
It has to be a pretty neat dream. You mentioned your family. Your family is a big soccer family. In fact, your brother played at Brown, right?
He did, yeah. So I was just saying that. I remember coming to the city when I was a lot younger. and I haven't been in this area specifically, but being at Brown, I remember thinking, oh, maybe I'd like to go here. It didn't end up happening, but it's a really, really nice city, and I remember watching them play.
So always kind of having that New England tie. And tell me about the differences, because you played soccer in college as well. What was it like making that transition from collegiate to professional soccer?
Yeah, it was a big jump, in different aspects of the game. But I was lucky enough, since I was a part of the academy, that when I came back in the summertime, living with my parents, I'd be able to play and train with the first team of the Revolution. So it made the jump a lot easier, a little seamless to kind of transition in, and there is a lot of difference between the college game and professionally, but the Revolution helped me out tremendously in making that transition easy.
Let's talk a little bit about goals for this year, kind of your part as the team. What do you expect from yourself personally? What are you kind of pushing for personally?
Well, I always want to be on the field, but if I'm not, I want to be helping the team any way I can, and going into this year knowing that I might have a little more of an advanced role, I wanted to, get more assists, goals, just productivity in the attacking half more so than I have in past years. So those are some specifics. But really, any way I can help the team, I'd be happy to do that.
So we had a couple people write in with some of their questions. So I want to get to some of those. And one of those was, looking at your role with the team as well. So Adam McGee wanted to know if you prefer the role of CDM or if you enjoy being pushed up further on the pitch.
There's pros and cons to both, I guess. I first several years with the team, I was playing more of a defensive role, and requires discipline, ball winning, stuff that I was focused on a lot in the beginning years. And now that I have the opportunity to attack a little bit more, I kind of find that enjoyable. But I know that I still have to bring the defensive side. So it's really whatever the coach asks me, I'm going to do. But, there's definitely pros and cons to both positions.
And when you're looking at what kind of training you do, well, tell us a little bit about your training, because I know my role when I was playing midfielder, I put in, you put in a ton of training. But if you're looking at playing more of a defensive role versus more of an offensive role, do you train differently?
It might just be a mindset, a little bit in training where you're taking fewer touches in the defensive half of the field, you're playing a little safer, but you still have to, be ready to play that role. So I guess, not a huge difference. It's more just a mindset of simple things you want to work on here or there.
Cool.
Yeah.
So another question was, do you have your eyes on making the U.S. men's national team, or are you looking for that in any? I mean, I would think anybody would want that opportunity, but maybe not.
Yeah,
or you kind of
no,
focus on one thing at a time right now.
If that ever came up, that would be a dream come true. But it's something that is not on the top of the list of things, because I really strongly believe that the success of the team will lead to more success of the individual, and the team comes first in all matters. So I think, the better we do, the more individuals will be selected for something like a national team or, awards of that matter.
Definitely. What are some of the team goals this year?
We first and foremost need to, make the playoffs. That's a big goal. But from there, we always want to win trophies. MLS Cup is a huge one. And we have a long ways to go for that, but we're ready to dig in and get back in the winning ways.
Yeah, no kidding. Looking forward to that. Another question, I thought this was kind of a fun one. Do you have a favorite roommate that you've lived with? I thought that was kind of a fun personal question.
Andrew Farrell, there's never a dull moment with him. I've lived with him on the road now. This is their 5th season, and just about every trip. So, and at home as well. So definitely, I'd say Andrew Farrell is the easy answer there.
I won't ask you the least favorite roommate. That's never a good question, right? We always
Lips are sealed.
We'll try to stay away from that one. Talk to me a little bit about. We talked a little bit about your brother who played at Brown and then went on to he played professional soccer as well. But your dad played soccer. Your sister played soccer as well. Did you kind of just grow up just in that position where you knew this is what you were going to do with your life?
Yeah, exactly. I grew up on the soccer field, lots of touches on the ball. I was always at my siblings' practices. My dad coached some of the youth soccer, so I was always jumping into sessions and kind of just grew, my love for the game grew when I was very young. And so I was always, being at my brother's games in particular, I was always striving to, be like him. and he helped me a lot as well growing up, and just trying to help me get better and just build my game, and helping, I guess, being with the family all the time really helped me grow to love the sport.
Does it make it easier for you to focus on your game and to be a solid player being close to home?
Yeah, the support system's huge, and so if I'm close to home, I think I have it a lot easier than a lot of the guys from across the world, not just country. And so yeah, it's incredible where players are coming from, and for me being so close to home, it's very helpful.
Do you ever go home, are you in contact with your family? Do you ever go home and go get dinner? Say hey, you want to come grab lunch with me?
Once a week, maybe.
Really?
Yeah, I'm always visiting my parents. So
does anybody do laundry for you? Or I don't know.
Sometimes.
Team laundry.
My mom would be happy to if I brought it home every week. She really would be, but it's rare nowadays.
No,
I should take advantage of it.
Yeah, you never know. Mom might be interested in doing that. So when one of your teammates, Femi, was here, he talked to us a little bit about what he liked to do in his free time. What do you like to do? He was telling me all about video games.
If you asked me, 6-7 years ago, I would have said video games as well, but I haven't played them in a while. There's a lot of different things, but I'm always trying to stay busy, whether it be reading something or finding something to do on the side just to, improve or learn in something new. There's nothing specific right now, although I should get back into my accounting stuff.
Accounting?
But
all right.
I should, but I haven't been. So there's a lot of things I want to better myself at, and I just try to do that.
Is that what you went to school for?
Yeah, I did accounting. Took my CPA exams, passed them, but I have no real-world experience. So I need to get that, and I need to do internships and that type of stuff. So. Do
you think maybe once the soccer portion's done, you would go into that?
It's possible. I may not. I don't know. I may stay in the soccer world. We'll see.
That doesn't quite sound as exciting, maybe, after playing professional soccer for a while.
We'll see. I haven't figured out if I really love to do that yet, but we'll see.
You can always do accounting for soccer.
You could. You're right.
Right?
You're right. Yeah.
Take care of.
Not a bad idea.
There's a lot of avenues, I think, for that kind of thing. Any good books lately? Read any good books?
I'm currently on the Game of Thrones books. So good, yes. They're slow though, slow reads, but they're great. It's tough after I've already seen the show.
Oh yeah,
to go back.
Which order are you doing? Did you do all the shows and then read?
I've done all the series, the seasons up until coming up this summer, but so it's tough to go back to the book, but it's very interesting stuff. Yeah.
Yes. What book are you on?
The fourth.
The fourth book. Okay. Yeah. So I have not read the books, but love the show.
Okay. All right.
So that's what a lot of people say. They get up to the third book and then they're kind of like.
That's exactly, yeah. So the fourth is slow, but I'm trying to get through it.
You're working on that.
Yeah.
So do you read on the plane? Read at home?
Yeah, the away trips are the big time for reading. Preseason was big because you're away for weeks at a time, but try to on the plane and whenever I'm in the hotels and that stuff. So.
Any other good books you've read lately?
Favorite book? Favorite book? That's a tough one. I'll have to come back to you on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have a genre? Do you like that kind of fantasy?
Anything exciting. So I don't read very many true stories or it's not very educational books, but anything that.
I feel like if you studied accounting, you probably have your solid basis of knowledge.
No,
That's
exactly.
probably enough.
So I try to make it more of a fun read when I do. Yeah.
I like that. We did have another question. Let's see, where did it go? From somebody, let's see, Matt Turner wanted to know who is the best ping pong player in the locker room? From Matt Turner. I didn't know if that was an inside joke or a serious question.
I'm going to stay away from that.
Okay.
Yeah, he beat me a couple weeks ago in the locker room.
All right.
Yeah. I'll get him back sometime.
Okay.
But there's plenty of really talented players. It's actually incredible how good some of the guys in our locker room are.
At ping pong?
Yeah.
It's a hardcore.
Yeah, no, some guys.
Table tennis, it's an Olympic sport.
Some guys take it very seriously too, and they're good. They're good players.
All right. Well, any other secret talents we should know about? Because I'm assuming you're probably good at ping pong, except for maybe.
No, nothing that I can think of.
Any foreign languages? So you're an accountant.
I wish. We have guys, foreigners coming over from all different countries for our team, and I really wish I I knew a language that I could speak with them other than English, you know.
Maybe off season.
Maybe that might be a
tackle
good.
that?
Yeah, that might be a good idea. Yeah.
Scott, it's been such a pleasure to speak with you. I really appreciate it. Wish you the best of luck as you continue forward on your season. What do you think the next milestone minute would be for you?
I don't know. I guess.
10,000.
I guess 20, but my focus on it is just playing as much as I can and as long as I can, helping the team. So.
Have you had any major injuries throughout the course of your career? 'Cause I feel like to get to that, you can't have any.
I've been very
injuries.
lucky since playing professionally. Just gotta stay long after practice, do treatments, just make sure you stay healthy. It's very important. But I've been lucky.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
Well, wish you the best. Stay extra healthy on that regard, and maybe you can get up to that 20,000 minute. We'll be watching you and cheering for you all along. Really appreciate you coming in. Grab a picture before you go.
All right.
Fix my tweaking hair here. Scott Caldwell, the New England Revolution homegrown talent, reached 10,000 minutes. Only the second field player to do so, third overall. Congratulations.
Thank you, Molly. I also want to give you this scarf.
That's very exciting. Thank you so much. I love this. This is awesome.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate it. And you guys have a game coming up this weekend, right?
Yes, Saturday night against Real Salt Lake, 7:30. So.
That's amazing. Good luck. What are predictions?
We gotta get the win.
Gotta get the win.
Yeah.
Gotta get the W.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. All right, Scott. Thank you so much. I'm gonna take this off. And appreciate you coming in. Good luck. Tell Femi hi for us.
I will.
Appreciate it.
Thank you,
All right.